What is up, guys? Flying Rainbow Penguin here, and today, well, we're going to be playing Crossout. Now, Crossout is a game where you build your car, then you destroy other cars. I'll show you what I mean when the game is loaded. So, let's just click play here. Just a fair warning, this might take a while. So, yeah. I accidentally closed out of it. Come on. Oh, nope, there it goes. So, it may appear that I'm level 22 in this game for like a certain faction, such as the engineers, but that's because I've been playing the game, you know, before I started recording. Like, way before I started recording. Oh, what the? Ruh-roh. There was a launch error. Let's try this again. Well, in the meantime, I will be right back. Back. Like I said, this may take a while. Okay, so good to know that this is still running. So I probably didn't mention this in the previous video that I made, but you'll be seeing gameplay of this, Aliens vs. Predator, every Thursday. And I'll be making gaming videos every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Oop, there it goes. Alright, there we go. So unfortunately this video is not featuring Alex. Apparently didn't want to be featured, so I'm not gonna force it on him. So yeah. Yeah, I would be playing Jeopardy music, but I do not want to get copyright claimed. So, I guess... Can you stop loading? Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. It's loading now. But yep. This is it. Crossout. Yeah, it's apparently under the Guiding Star season. Previously it was Syndicate, which is basically just neon cyberpunk. As you can see, I do not have a car built, though I do have a Leviathan. Now it may appear to be a little laggy. I apologize for this. It's mainly because, like I said in the previous video, it's a bit low end. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get started on building a vehicle. I'm probably not gonna like cut this part out because this may contain some very useful information on how to build a frame, like the one I'm building right now. Now the only reason why I'm adding like extra parts to the frame instead of just these three, it's to increase power score. Now it's time to work on the body of the vehicle. This is so that way, again, more power score. Just apparently can't do that one. So yeah, how about we just do this? And add some brake lights. Then some exhaust. I bet you're wondering, Flying Rainbow Penguin, Where'd you get all those? Where'd you get the exhaust pipes from? I actually bought them from a pack. I will show you where I got it from in a little bit. Okay, so basically, this is the building technique that I recommend, just working on the body first, so that way you can sort of get an idea of what cabin you're gonna use. And I swear it saves a whole lot of time in the long run, instead of just being like, do I want to use the Jawbreaker, which is a cabin in the game, or do I want to use the Growl, again another cabin in the game. I only use those two as examples because those are the ones that I use. So basically, here's sort of the idea of building in this game. Basically, you add weapons to protect the cabin of the vehicle. Then you add scrap metal to sort of add armor to it. You add weapons to protect the cabin. And then hardware is optional, but they do. But if you add a hardware, it'll add a lot of buffs, like the hardcore. It adds 9% cabin speed. So I'm just gonna place that there. Then you can add like a bunch of cosmetic items like spray paints. Here's sort of an idea of the selection I have. There's CKs, which are otherwise known as customization kits. And then these are just a bunch of stickers that I can place on my car. You can add decorations to your car, sort of as a bonus reputation boost, as you can see right here. By the way, that is my Steam username in case you want to add me on Steam. I'm probably gonna have to cut that out. Alright, so now we just have to work on the front. If you're going to be building a vehicle, at least make sure you don't use like small buggy floors because they can be shot through. So instead I recommend using like parts that cannot be shot through, like these braziers here. Now, I guess we sort of add more exhaust to it. And I'm just adding a lot of exhaust to this vehicle. I don't know why. It could just be that I would just want this to look cool. So now comes the time where I add part for like one of the guns to go on. Then I sort of add some support. Oh yeah, I probably forgot to mention this, but you can earn parts in the game by leveling up. And like certain factions, like let's say you decide to join the Scavengers, I'll show you what that is about in a few seconds, or in a little bit. Not bad, not in a few seconds, but maybe when I'm finished building. Okay, so obviously best bet is probably to go with the Growl, because that has a high speed, but if you're going for like a high speed vehicle, I recommend going with a light cabin, because they have low tonnage, but very high speed. And there's like different cabins. You can use like the Duster, the Gorilla, which is the starting cabin, the Sprinter, which is a cabin that you unlock pretty early in the game, the Wyvern you unlock later on in the game. Same with the Trucker, the Jawbreaker, and then the Carapace. This one I also bought from a pack. So yeah. This here for decoration. Then you can sort of add like different parts. There is crafting in this game, so I don't know, I guess it's a plus. And I guess if you don't like ads, this don't have ads. So that's another plus. Now you see the number underneath the durability, like total parts. Yeah, that's sort of where you have to be careful, because you can build anything you want as long as it's within that part limit. Now, of course, you can upgrade. Of course, you can get like a different part limit when you level up. And these buggy step plates to the here, so that way it has more durability. Now, what you want to do is you want to armor your vehicles, like armor your weapons, because then let's just say that you have a weapon right here, like a Vector, for example, that could easily get destroyed. So what you want to do is you want to add a fender. Now fenders are great for armoring weapons, because then they'll at least have a fighting chance, at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a sledgehammer here, because these have low range but have high damage, but have good damage. I'm going to try to add... Oh, cool! I guess I can't add a machine gun here. This is where you want to be careful with this sort of thing, because in some parts you can't add like many, like you can't add weapons in certain parts. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So you want to be careful of that. I bet you're wondering, why are you adding those wide slopes? Me? That's because so that way I have like something to mount the weapons on. Because you want to protect your car from other cars, I guess. Also, this does not look right. That also doesn't look right, so I guess I'm better off just going back to the twin wheels. Or I could just remove these and replace them with these. Boom. Problem solved. Now this is a car that you may want to build. So basically, if you want to build like a fast car, your best bet is to go with a couple 6x4 frames, 4x4, and then some 1x4 and 1x6 frames. If you want, you can like pause the video at like the part where I start building the frame, so that way you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. Anyway, suppose I could add this here for like some extra armor. Actually, no, because then that'll look weird. No. Here we go. Some headlights. Now, headlights are functional, but they're just decoration. Like, you can still like turn them on and off, but they don't really provide much of a bonus other than making your car look cool. Yep, this is sort of an example of what you can build in Crossout. So, yeah. And now, time to introduce you to different parts of the game. Factions. I guess you can see here, you have different factions. Like, I'm part of the Lunatics. They have different crafting tables, like rare, special, epic, and then legendary. Sorry if I'm using Fortnite terminology. This is sort of the same idea, but with different parts. Scavengers, again, same idea, different parts. Now, this one, they don't have rare, they just have special, epic, and legendary. Same with Dawn's Children. And the fire starters. Now, how you level up in the game is you go into battle with other cars. Now it's time for the market. Here you can buy parts on the market for like a certain amount of these, like credits. You can earn credits by selling parts, because you don't want to sell your vehicle. Alright. Like you got cabins, weapons, hardware, wheels, or movement parts as they're referred to. Decor. Like I said, there's like different rarities. Paints or customization as they're. Then resources. Resources you earn from doing battles. Then there's just all. It's basically just all the categories combined. Here's sort of the offers. Now you can actually view your offers here. And then here's sort of your history. There. That's just sort of an example. Now the exhibition. This is where you can sort of like look at other people's blueprints. Like this one, for example. Don't know what animal that's supposed to represent. This is a police car. I think that's supposed to be a Hummer. I'm not entirely sure. That's supposed to be a tank. Question is it drivable? Well, it's drivable. This is sort of the same idea. Like, these are just a few examples. Then there are Leviathans. Now you have to sort of grind to unlock Leviathans. This is sort of a bad idea. You never want to put never want to put too many boosters on your car. And I'll explain why. So here we're at the range. Now don't worry, this isn't an actual range, it's just a range that you have in the game. That's why you don't want to put too many boosters on your car. Now this is just a complete abomination. I'm sorry, I just have no other way to describe it. That's an interesting design, to say the least. I'm sorry, but what the hell? This I gotta test. Okay. As funny as this may be, you always want to have wheels on your car. Like, seriously, because you wouldn't want, like, to have to explain to someone why you built this. Keep in mind, this is something I didn't build. This was something yeah, if you honk at friendlies, you get resources. I guess that's sort of another way you can get resources. This is sort of an interesting design, because I don't think this can move. Yeah, this cannot move at all. This can, and man, does it look terrifying. Sort of makes my Leviathan look nothing. Keep in mind, I only added this there so that way I can, like, for cosmetic reasons, because I sort of want this to make it look like a prison cell, sorta. It's got 3 vectors, 2 borers. Then it's got 3 rocket launchers. Man, can't wait to see how that works out. Gonna just deploy this. Keep in mind you have to be like level 17 with the engineers to build a Leviathan. Don't know why though. So now let's get to the customization. Now what's cool about this is you can literally make like any paint design you want. Like let's say you just want it to be all black, or you want it to have like a stripe in the middle. I'm just gonna make it all black. You'll see why in a minute. It's because of these flame stickers. Yeah, you can sort of put it on this cabin. You can sort of put stickers on like the cabin, so that way you can just like have it like make it look like the front of the cabin is on fire when in reality it isn't. Guess you can do it just to make people angry. And then there are these stickers that you can put on the vehicle. Now these work just like any other sticker. They don't really provide any bonus. They're just there for cosmetic reasons. And that is my vehicle. It's got 3,285 power score, so meaning you can't really do normal raids. This is sort of an example of a raid. There are 3 difficulties: easy, normal, and then hard. This sort of counts as a raid because you earn coupons, which can be used as like sort of vouchers, I guess. Yeah, it can be used to exchange rewards from engineers. So periodically the game will offer like additional 50% additional reputation. That usually lasts like a couple days. So usually it's a good idea just to log on and do that. It's sort of the main reason why I'm recording this video. It's to take advantage of this and record myself doing it. Like taking advantage of the 50% additional reputation. Now the tech tree, this is sort of used to like your weapons and whatnot. Like there are different weapons like machine guns, shotguns, auto cannons, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, energy weapons, crossbows, melee weapons, flame weapons, mine layers, drones, and uncategorized weapons. Now your uncategorized weapons would sort of be like these right here. So basically, there are different like modes for get the scrap metal. Scrap metal is used for crafting, by the way. So basically there's assault, which is basically just get to the enemy base. Sort of like what I'm doing now. Then you just sort of like drive to the enemy base, making sure you don't get destroyed. If you get destroyed, you don't respawn for the rest of the match. If it appears to be a bit laggy, I apologize. You earn points by destroying enemies, by the way. I know I'm getting shot at, but right now I'm focusing on an enemy right now. You can also get assists by helping a teammate destroy enemies. Now here's sort of a neat feature. You can actually self-destruct in this game, sort of as a last-ditch effort to deal damage to enemy vehicles. Now, this is just an example of how you can get destroyed in this game. Self-destruct. But there are other ways, like, I don't know, in some instances, falling into holes in a certain map. There's getting destroyed by a cannon, getting destroyed by a machine gun, getting destroyed by... basically, just getting destroyed by vehicles in general. Now, for my younger viewers, this is meant for 12 and 13-year-olds, meaning the age limit to where you can like start playing this game is like 12, minimal. As you can see, we're about to lose, but that's okay because either way I get reputation. Yeah, if your cabin is on fire, that's not a good thing, because it usually symbolizes that your car has low HP and whatnot. Now, there are seasonal challenges, like this one. Earn 2 patches from the categories weapons, missions, and raids, except for picking up a flipped ally, meaning, let's say an ally's car is upside down. Basically, you can, like, pick up an ally by pressing R. So, yeah. Basically, it's just like basically, it's just build, ride, destroy, repeat. Unless you're comfortable with, like, the current blueprint design that you have. Now, you can build, like, anything you want, almost. Some exceptions include, like, offensive symbols and all that stuff. So just be mindful of that. There are also occasional contests. Oh yeah, there's a tab I didn't introduce you to. This is the challenges tab. Basically, if you like complete any amount of weekly challenges, you get a reward for engineer badges, which can be used in the badge exchange. Now, there's like different rewards you can get. So just be mindful of that. Now, this is obviously a time limit thing. These for some reason don't change. I don't know why. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Oh, right. Just gonna scroll on down. These are the packs that I purchased. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. If you're interested, I'll leave the game title and where you can get it and on what platforms in the description. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you tomorrow or Monday, whatever. You still know what I mean. Peace. Is it still recording?